guys, what's up? It's Mr. Olson again. One more quick video to finish off skill 1 for you. Alright, so first part of skill 1, we learned how to solve this guy by graphing, right? We graph this thing, it looks something like this, and we'd be like, oh, the solutions are right here and right here, and those would be your two answers to this graph. Alright, now, there's one issue we haven't talked about, and it's this. What if your equation, your quadratic equation, looks like this pink one and not the blue one? Now, it's still quadratic because we got this x squared in there, just like the blue one. However, notice that there are numbers on either side of that equal sign and there isn't a 0. Alright, so in order to solve this second one, what we have to do is actually just a simple rearrangement. Alright, we got to get everything on the same side of that equation. So, in this one, you have two options. We could either move this thing to the other side, or we could move this guy over to that side. Alright, and I'm going to move the 2 over. It doesn't matter which one you do. Alright, so let's take a look. Here we're going to subtract. I'm going to move this 2 over, so since it's a positive 2, the way to get rid of it is do minus 2. So I'm going to do minus 2, and if I do it on the right-hand side here, I got to do it on the left. So this goes away, and 2 minus 2 is just 0. Alright, we still have the equal sign in the middle. And then on the left, 2x squared minus 2, unfortunately we cannot put those together because they're not like terms, so they just stay as 2x squared minus 2. Alright, hey, check it out. We now have an equation here that has all the things on the same side, all the terms on one side, and it equals 0. So now we can take this and we can actually graph it and solve it. So we would find the axis of symmetry, which is negative b over 2a, and in this case you can see there is no b, right? We have an a and a c, so it will be negative 0 over 2 times 2, which is just 0, which tells me this graph has a axis of symmetry of 0. Alright, you can go ahead and plug that in to find the vertex, and you will eventually be able to figure this out and get a graph that looks something like this. And you'll be able to see here, hey, this thing never actually crosses the x-axis, so there are no solutions. Alright? But the key is to be able to convert your equation to get everything on one side. We're going to look at just one more. Alright, check this guy out. Okay, so we can see that there's an x squared term, so we know this thing is indeed quadratic, which means on a graph it's going to look like this or like this. Alright, now in order to solve this though, we have to either have all the terms on the left or all of them on the right. Alright, now I like to move all my terms over to this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of each of these things one at a time. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my negative x. So to do that, I'm going to just do positive x. Technically, if you like to look at it this way, it's a 1x. Alright, so I have to add 1x to this side as well. And as you can see, that will not go with this term because this is an x squared term. And it will not go with this because there's no x in that term. So when I do that, on the left we have 3x squared plus that 1x plus 1. And none of these terms can go together, so we just have 3 terms now. Alright, on this side these cancel. All we have left is 5. Alright, and our last step then to get rid of that 5, it's a positive 5, so I'm just going to minus 5 from both sides. And I can see that that minus 5 goes with the third term here because there's no x involved, so I'm just going to minus it right here. Alright, and so when I do that, we have 3x squared plus 1x. 1 minus 5 is negative 4, and over on the right hand side, 5 minus 5 is just 0. Check it out. We have a beautiful quadratic equation now. We've got our a in front, a is 3, we got our b is 1, and we got our c is negative 4. This is something that now you easily can do your negative b over 2a, find your axis of symmetry, make your graph, find your zeros, and you are happy. Cool? That's all there is to it. So you just need to know that if your equation doesn't look super nice and not all the numbers are on one side, you just have to be able to move them around just like we did in both these pink ones. Cool? Good luck.